What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Bible with the Daily Devil. Last time Bible chapter Z, we did chapter 34 of Numbers, the boundaries of Canaan. But today, my friends, we'll be looking at chapter 35 of Numbers, the towns for the Levites. Let's put some light in here. On the plains of Moab by the Jordan, opposite Jericho, the Lord said to Moses, "Command the Israelites to give the Levites a town to live in from the inheritance the Israelites will possess, and give them pasture lands around the towns. Then they will have towns to live in and pasture lands for the cattle they own and all their animals. The pasture lands around the towns that give you the Levites will extend 1,000 cubits on the town wall. Outside the town measure 2,000 cubits on the east side, 2,000 on the south side, 2,000 on the west, and 2,000 on the north, with the town in the center. They will have this area as a pasture land for the towns, cities for refuge. 6 of the towns you give the Levites will be cities of refuge, to which a person, who has killed somebody may flee. In addition, give them 42 other towns. In all, you must give the Levites 48 towns together with their pasture lands. The towns you give the Levites from the land the Israelites possess are to be given in proportionate terms to each tribe. Take many towns from a tribe that has many, but few lands and many few." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, when you cross the Jordan into Canaan, select some towns to be your cities of refuge, to which a person who has killed someone accidentally may flee. They will also be placed refuge for an avenger, so that anyone accused of murder may not die before they stand trial before the assembly. These 6 towns you give will be your cities of refuge. Give 3 on this side of the Jordan, 3 in Canaan as cities of refuge. These 6 towns will be a place of refuge for Israelites and foreigners residing among them, so that anyone who has killed another accidentally can flee there. If anyone strikes someone a fatal blow with an object, that person is a murderer. The murderer is put to death. Or if anyone holding a stone strikes someone a fatal blow with it, that person is a murderer. The murderer is to be put to death. Or if anyone is holding a wooden object and strikes someone a fatal blow with it, that person is a murderer. The murderer is put to death. The avenger of the blood shall put the murderer to death. When the avenger comes upon the murderer, the avenger shall put the murderer to death. If anyone with malice aforethought pushes one another or throws something at them intentionally, so that they die out of enmity, one person hits another with their fist, the other dies, the person is put to death. The person is a murderer. The avenger of the blood shall put the murderer to death when they meet. But if without enmity someone suddenly pushes another or throws someone at them, unintentionally or without seeing them, drops a stone on heavy enough to kill them, and they die, then since the other person was not an enemy and no harm was intended, the assembly must judge between the accused and the avenger of blood according to these regulations. The assembly must protect the one accused of murder from the avenger of blood, and send the accused back to the city to refuge, to which they fled. The accused must stay there until the death of the high priest, who was anointed with the holy oil. But if the accused ever goes outside the limits of the city of refuge to which they fled, and the avenger of blood finds them outside the city, the avenger of blood may kill the accused without being guilty of murder. The accused must stay in the city of refuge until the death of the highest priest. Only after the death of the high priest may they return to their own property. This is to have the force of law for you throughout the generations to come, wherever you live. Anyone who kills a person is to be put to death as murderer, only on the testimony of witness. But no one is to be put to death on testimony of only one witness. Do not accept ransom for the life of one murderer who deserves to die. They are put to death. Do not accept the ransom of anyone who has fled the city of refuge, and so allow them to go back to live their own land before the death of the high priest. Do not pollute the land where you are. Bloodshed pollutes the land, and atonement cannot be made for the land on which blood has been shed, except by the blood of the one who shed it. Do not defile the land where you live and where I dwell, for the Lord I go among the Israelites. Thank you all for listening. It's been a pleasure. I am the Daily Devil, and this is